She thought she owned the sunset, but she never realized she built her empire on soil that didn't belong to her. And today, the ground itself was about to rise against her. She stood there like she owned the very sky, sunglasses glinting, clipboard raised, barking orders like a movie director on a stolen stage. Every flick of her manicured finger carved new lines across land that wasn't hers. And I just watched, the silent owner, hidden in plain sight. From across the street, I reclined in my faded lawn chair, iced tea sweating in my grip, boots dusty, flannel creased. I blended with the dirt, watching her parade like a Hollywood diva. That house, 5 bedrooms, marble kitchens, wraparound balconies, fountains glowing like diamonds, rose from the ashes of what was once mine. 1 year ago, fire devoured my barn. She clapped when the flames died, called it an eyesore, and begged the HOA to seize the land. They tried to bury me in paperwork, claimed the soil reverted to them. But I never left. I only waited, like roots beneath the ashes. While she drank champagne and boasted of community value, I moved in silence. Through a shell company, I bought the title, signed, sealed, and stamped by the county. She thought HOA power was enough. She never imagined the dirt beneath her heels already belonged to me. By the time the villa stood finished, its marble and glass gleaming like a jewel, she declared herself queen of luxury living. But what she called her empire was already my trap. And soon, the ribbon she tied so proudly would become the rope of her undoing.
The day she planned her coronation, I arrived in boots and flannel, the very image of what she despised. Champagne flowed, cameras rolled, and a banner screamed, "Miller Villa Estates, grand opening." She smirked when she saw me, like I was a stray dog crashing her stage. But I wasn't there to watch. I was there to claim. I stopped at the banner, pulled a folded paper from my pocket, and handed it over. She scoffed, but the moment her eyes skimmed the words, the color drained from her face. Confusion, denial, fear. Her kingdom was built on dirt she didn't own, and every witness saw the truth etched in black ink. She tried to laugh it off, sneering that no one would believe a hillbilly over her. But laughter never came. The board stepped back, her lawyer vanished into thin air, and even the cameras turned away from her villa and locked onto me. In that silence, the crowd shifted, and she was alone. Right on cue, the county officer arrived, gray suit, badge flashing. He handed her a thick envelope. She ripped it open like a lifeline, but instead found eviction, forfeiture, and cease and desist. Her hands shook, her thermos hit the ground, and the echo of paperwork thundered louder than any applause. Then came the hammer she never saw coming. A park ranger stepped from a black SUV, uniform crisp, voice steady. Her villa, she declared, cut across protected land, illegal development, federal violation. And in that moment, the Queen's throne turned into quicksand beneath her heels. And just when she thought it couldn't get worse, her investors arrived, suits sharp, faces sharper. Their voices sliced through her lies. $6 million gone, permits faked, authority forged. She opened her mouth to beg, but nothing came out. She wasn't their savior anymore, only their ruin. I stepped forward one last time, pulling a second paper. Drone footage, time-stamped, every trespass immortalized. Not just her villa, her lies, her fraud, her freedom. The ranger's hand touched her arm gently, but her voice was final. "Ma'am, you're coming with us." And just like that, her empire collapsed under the weight of truth. Phones recorded, whispers spread, and the woman who once ruled with a clipboard and a fake smile now walked into custody under a storm of flashing cameras. I didn't need to gloat. I just sat back down in my chair, iced tea in hand, and watched the sunset, the same sunset she once thought she owned.